Hi, I'm Wes Emlet, and I'm here to tell you about the internship project I did for my master's degree in educational technology at Loyola University of Maryland. My journey in educational technology begins long before I took my first class at Loyola University. I attended undergrad at Kutztown University from 2007 to 2004 as an elementary education major. I decided to minor in instructional technology my junior year, as technology and education was always something that inspired me. I was offered a job working for a grant called Preparing Tomorrow's Teachers to Use Technology, or PT3, and I got to work one on one with the professors at my university to help them integrate technology into their lectures and teaching. This opportunity opened my eyes to a new world of professional development and using my technology skills to help other teachers. Something that I continue to aspire to do, and something that was definitely present in my internship project. With my undergraduate degree in elementary education, I found my way to Anne Arundel County Public Schools in 2007, where I got offered a second grade teaching position at Rippling Woods Elementary School. I quickly put my instructional technology training to work. Within 2 years at my school, I took the e-coach leadership position, where I served as a liaison between the instructional technology department and my elementary school. I was able to assist teachers and help them discover new ways to integrate technology into the content areas they were teaching. I am currently halfway through my 6th year serving as e-coach. In 2010, I joined the educational technology cohort, which was offered through Loyola and Anne Arundel County Public Schools. The first course that I took in the cohort was ET 605, Introduction to Educational Technology. This class was a great opportunity to revisit Microsoft Office suites, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, as well as basic HTML. These were programs that were used in every course throughout our program, so it was a nice refresher on their capabilities, as well as a good introduction to HTML. ED 670, Teacher Research and Inquiry, we learned about and went through the research process, and its main goal was to teach us that we as teachers can play a major role in changing the environment in our schools through action research. My research efforts found mixed results and inconsistent data amongst various sources that games can improve academic achievement in math. However, I did find evidence that validates my beliefs that technology can motivate students, which was part of the reason I chose to be in this program, and choose to integrate technology into my daily teaching. This class was both challenging and rewarding, and it helped open my eyes to the world of research, which is vital for educational technology leaders. In ET 620, Multimedia Design in the Classroom with Dr. Markovitz, we were introduced to multimedia use in the classroom with an emphasis on designing projects to evaluate student learning. We learned how to use multimedia features such as VBA and applications like Microsoft PowerPoint to create an interactive experience for students. We also learned how to make and edit videos to share content with our students and how to use video to evaluate student learning. Creating videos was something that was vital to my internship tech tip website. In ET 610, Curricular Applications of Technology, it gave us an opportunity to explore a variety of web tools and other applications for integrating technology into the classroom. Although many of the Web 2.0 sites and programs were tools I've used before, this class gave me the opportunity to explore them more in depth and create applicable resources to integrate into my classroom and share with students in Computer Club as well as my colleagues. This class also got me thinking about how I could more effectively share what I was learning in this program with my colleagues, which was something I continued to explore more in depth throughout the life of this program. In the spring of 2012, I took Educational Innovations with Dr. Peter Renovario. This was my first class experience in a synchronous online environment. This format allowed for us to meet in the comfort of our own homes, but be able to communicate with each other as if we were face to face. This course was one of my favorites as we learned about and used a lot of emerging technology that I was unfamiliar with prior to this class. One of the things I enjoy most about providing professional development to teachers is knowing that I'm providing them with something valuable, which was what this class was all about. There are so many new and emerging technologies that can make teaching easier. It's the educational technology leader's responsibility for sharing these innovations with teachers. For example, in this class, I learned about the power of Twitter as a professional development and teacher resource tool. I never realized how powerful something that I used for recreational purposes could be to engage the teaching and learning cycle. I didn't realize it then, but this class helped form the foundation of what my internship would eventually be, and that's sharing educational innovations with teachers through professional development. ET 631 Distance Education was an entire class focused on distance education and telecollaborative studies. This class really helped me realize the impact that new technology has on education. Meeting in an asynchronous environment got me thinking about how I could utilize a similar structure to flip my classroom and professional development by providing teaching experiences online where the content can be viewed at a time of convenience, something that is evident in my internship tech tip website. ET 630, Digital Communications in the Classroom, with Dr. Markovitz, introduced us to a variety of tools that were valuable throughout this program and internship, one of which was a Web 2.0 blog project. This was one of my first experiences I had blogging, and I chose to use a similar assignment with my own classroom. I knew that reflecting on my practices was important as I went through this internship, so using a blog format to share thoughts and information about my achievements and hardships was a key component to my successful completion of this project. Many of the other projects we worked on during this class were also important components to meeting the ISTE tech standards in my pre-internship portfolio. ET 680, Role of the Technology Leader with Dr. Markovitz, was one of the most influential courses when it came to designing my internship. Most of the issues we discussed during this course were applicable and relevant to our own workplace. This class helped me to realize the importance of creating a technology plan, which was something that was lacking at my school and something I was able to integrate into the third phase of my internship, For my planning for a technology change project and paper, I was able to focus on one of my passions, and that's the utilization of smart response assessment system to assess student learning and provide immediate differentiation. This was something I was able to provide professional development on during 3 times throughout my internship. In ET 640, Universal Design for Learning with Monica Phelps, I learned about the wide variety of adaptive and assistive technology that's available to accommodate students with special needs and how to choose the best technology to assist those students. I was able to analyze my own class and examine their accommodations, and I realized there were changes and suggestions that I could make to help those students succeed. I recognized that many of my staff members were novice technology users, and I was able to apply some of the principles of universal design that we studied in this class to assist my staff throughout my internship through my tech tip website. In the summer of 2013, I took AD 662, Leadership, Supervision, and Professional Development with Danielle Dickey, which emphasized the importance of good leadership in schools. I learned about many qualities that characterize a good leader, and I attempted to emulate those qualities during the professional development sessions I provided throughout my internship. The final course of my Educational Technology Master's Program was ET 690, the Educational Technology Seminar. This class was also one of my favorites in the cohort, as we were able to reflect on technology's effect on our society. We read 3 books by Postman, Turkle, and Morozov. which brought about colorful discussions with the common theme that we need to view technology through a lens and not treat it as education's saving grace. It was refreshing to discuss literature which aligns so well with many of the other themes we learned throughout this whole entire educational technology program. This brings me to my internship. So phase one was my planning phase. Prior to ET 690, I began the process of phase one of my internship. Taking many of the ideas I acquired from ET 680, I formed an internship proposal, which included forming a technology committee at my school based on my school's needs, which was decided by myself and school leaders the year before I began my internship. My initial goal was to provide professional development to teachers in the area of technology by forming a committee who could disseminate that information to their teams during collaborative team planning. Some of the focuses were supposed to be smart response, smart notebook, Pixie, Weatherbug, computer lab management, online portfolios, and Web 2.0 applications. So the 2013-2014 school year kicked off, and I was able to provide voluntary and full staff professional development on a few random topics. But before I knew it, it was December, and I hadn't had one committee meeting. This is partially due to the heavy workload of ET 690. It was also due to the fact that my administration scheduled leadership meetings during committee meeting time. I obviously couldn't be two places at once. I came to the realization during December 2013 that if I wanted to finish this program by spring, I would have to reroute my initial proposal. This began what I'm calling phase two of my internship, the Wednesdays with Wes phase. I planned out a new direction for my internship, which included voluntary after-school meetings held on Wednesdays. I got approval from administration and began in January of 2014. I wanted to provide resources for those who couldn't attend my voluntary sessions, so I also created a tech tip website with tutorial videos and resources for those teachers. I was able to provide 6 voluntary sessions, with the 7th given by a colleague. The topics that I was able to present on included Smart Response 3 times, Pixie 2 times, and Weatherbug once. I aspired to conduct more meetings, and I wanted to be able to present on computer lab management, online portfolios, and Web 2.0 tools. But in March, my attention turned to focusing on MSA, as well as the science fair. Being the science lead teacher, I was responsible for putting on my school's STEM fair, science fair. This was an arduous process which basically consumed my entire March and April. After its conclusion, I was emotionally drained from everything the school year threw at me. I needed a break and made the decision to finish my internship the next school year, as there were some things I still wanted to accomplish. After some much needed rest, I was able to once again meet with my administration and discuss our direction for the 2014-2015 school year. My school aspires to become a STEAM school, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So I proposed creating a STEAM committee that actually meets during this meeting in July with my principal. He was fully on board and acknowledged the poor planning that took place last year and made it a priority to have a more organized meeting schedule. This was the beginning of phase 3 of my internship. Knowing how demanding the science fair was and how much work becoming a STEAM school is, I knew that in order for my school to move forward, a STEAM committee had to be formed. After meeting with my principal, I formed a STEAM action plan and recruited STEAM committee members during a back-to-school professional development meeting on STEAM, which I presented. We've been able to meet consistently in September, October, and November. The action plan is an ongoing document which really helps guide the committee, and it's definitely moving us closer to becoming a STEAM school. The science fair is already being organized, and much of the workload is being shared amongst various staff members. We have organized and helped start quarterly STEAM days, where each grade level follows our slogan, Drop Everything in STEAM. We have worked together to provide resources for these days as well. I've been able to put these resources on my Tech Tip website to share with teachers as well as other STEAM related material. The committee is scheduled to continue meeting monthly throughout the remainder of the school year and will hopefully continue in years to come. I still plan on continuing voluntary meetings, although I won't be meeting every Wednesday because I'm currently running a STEM club called MESA. I attempted to organize a voluntary meeting on Chromebooks and Nearpod at the beginning of the school year, but after three attempts and 0 participants, I'm choosing to put this on hiatus until later in the school year. However, I was able to put that information on my Tech Tip website, which I also plan on continuing beyond this internship. And there it is. It didn't all work out as I planned, but I'm extremely satisfied with where I'm ending. The journey was long, but it was rewarding. There are definitely areas that still need improvement in my school with regards to technology, but I know that the work that I have done has benefited my school in a positive way, and I owe much gratitude to Loyola University, Dr. David Markovitz, and Mr. David Robb for guiding me through this program. I wish anyone who chooses to go through this program the best of luck. Please feel free to contact me via email and visit my Tech Tip and internship websites. Thank you for watching.